thank you very much, Bob Kenwood and Steve Morham, for playing us in. And welcome everybody to Roslin Court. Welcome back. Once again, we are in strange times, so there are only a few of us in here, necessarily working here. And just to make sure that we are all staying the right distance apart, I have the stick of shame, which is, Matt is... Matt the Geek is far enough away from me. Jodie doing social media is also far enough from me. Chris on the sound is way over there. Okay, and Steve is okay. Is okay. Yeah. Yep. And yes, and they are keeping well away from each other. They always do. Okay, there's a couple of things I need to tell you about, which is that we've got a great programme of songs and tunes for you this evening, which are going to be really, really good. And also, don't forget the raffle. We have 2 prizes for the raffle this evening. One is... I don't know whether you can get that up to the camera, please. Ooh, is a a CD by Bob Kenward, which is obviously well worth having. And also we have, just in case, because you never know, we have an emergency toilet roll. Whoop, catch. Okay. Which is, as you know, when you need it, you need it. Okay, so that is our second prize. So if you make any comment on the on YouTube, Jodie will be there to pick it up, and she will put your name in the hat in the van for the raffle, which is good. Also, if you donate, your name will go into the raffle, which is very exciting, isn't it? Okay, so please, the donate button is on the same page as the link page that you just went through. Okay, great. We've had our cake here. We always have cake at Roslin Court. We've had our cake. So now we have to have the floor singer. Where is the floor singer? Oh, it's me. Okay. I'm going to sing you a song. I'm going to sing you a song what I wrote. I haven't written many songs, but I wrote this one. This is a song that I wrote in reply to Randy Newman's song about short people, which for some reason, I do not understand why, but for some reason, when I turn up at folk clubs, it reminds people of this song, and they feel obliged to sing it at me. So I have written this song as an answer to that, and one day I will send it to him, because he wrote it as an ironic statement about prejudice, but somehow it got lost in translation. So here we go. It's got a chorus, which you must join in. Whoa, the little folks are rising, but they can't rise very far. You think you've got a measure from the lofty heights you are, but if you call your cruelty irony, it might become the norm. And remember, I'm a diamond, small but beautifully formed. That was the chorus. When I grew up in Newcastle, I hadn't seen the light, 'cause all my friends and family were of a similar height to me. It wasn't till I came down south, and then I met you all, that most of you informed me that apparently I'm small. Oh, the little folks are rising, but they won't rise very far. You think you've got a measure from the lofty heights you are, but if you call your cruelty irony, it might become the norm. And remember, I'm a diamond, small but beautifully formed. I hadn't really realized my clothes looked rather odd. Nobody had told me they were for a different body shape. But now I think I'm lucky, part of the elite. because you see I'm not short-arsed, I'm special, I'm petite. Whoa, the little folks are rising, though they can't rise very far. You think you gotta measure from the lofty heights you are, but if you call your cruelty irony, it might become a norm. And remember, I'm a diamond, small but beautifully formed. Descartes, Yasser Arafat, Beethoven, Picasso, Gandhi, Little Richard, Dolly Parton, Kylie Minogue, Charlie Chaplin, Charlotte Bronte, Yoda and Houdini. They made our lives much richer, all at under 5'3". Whoa. The little folks are rising, but they can't rise very far. You think you gotta measure from the lofty heights you are, but if you call your cruelty irony, it might become the norm. And remember, I'm a diamond, small but beautifully formed. So let's hear it for the clever ones that come in bundles small, that don't have so much flesh to clothe as people who are tall. And I promise not to take offense if prejudice you drop, 'cause anyone can grow, you know, it takes some style to stop. Whoa, the little folks are rising, but they can't rise very far. You think you gotta measure from the lofty heights you are, but if you call your cruelty irony, it might become the norm. And remember, I'm a diamond, small but beautifully formed. I thank you. Okay, you can sit back now, because you are in the very, very capable hands of Bob Kenwood and Steve Moram.
Thank you very much, Maureen.
Thank you.
Nice to see everybody.
Okay.
I can't see you, but I hope you can see me.
Tell us to begin with how long you have been playing together.
Oh, when did Noah do that ark thing? It was way back, wasn't it?
It was in the 80s, wasn't it?
In the 80s, yeah. Yeah, we joined forces in the Jezreel's Cayley band. And we played in that for, 6 years, and then I moved away, and then when I came back again, Steve and I started playing as a duo, and sooner or later we're going to get it right. You never know.
Excellent.
This might be the night.
I don't have a plan for that.
We're experiencing a little bit of internet up and downishness, but hang on in there.
Maybe. Bit of burbling. Bit of burbling. Yes.
You could do a burble song.
We'll do. Is that the same Burlives? No. Yeah, we're going to take you now to Bluewell Hill, which is up near the other side of Maidstone, and Kitscotty, and to the wonderful sarsen that's there, and you can look out over the Medway Valley and see the factories and see the river itself, and you know that people have been looking down from those hills for the last 2,000 years, and they've seen much the same contours and the great chalk quarries and that sort of thing. So a song called The Rolling Downs. I love to walk along these hills where silver Medway blows below, and gaze beyond chalk white mills where great oaks and ashes grow. I love to hear the brooklet dance through every winter's glow gone, when lo the sun with every glance defies the ice its bitter hold. Thank you. We've been getting comments coming through, I don't doubt. Over there, that's jolly good. There are some people watching, jolly good. Keep it up.
Funny looking well, Bob.
Oh, who said that?
Yep.
Yep. Well, Mr. Steve is going to do some tunes, so I can take a rest.
Okay.
You're leaking it out like your hair, apparently.
Oh, really? I'm like Dolly Parton. I'm never there when it's done.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I really wanted to pick up my guitar and join you there, but I don't know what the etiquette is for this sort of thing. I think it probably is that I don't. Yeah.
I'm going here. It's your place, you do what you like.
That's true.
Anybody that's given us a lovely meal like we've had and made us very welcome can do what they like, frankly. Yeah, this is a song now. We're in the Medway Valley again, and this was the year 2000 when, as you may remember, like last year, there was a lot of rain, and various things happened in the Medway Valley which hardly ever happened at all, and this is one of them. A song called The Wintermint and the Herbalist. In the year of naughty naught there came a lot of rain. It rained and rained for 40 days and then it rained again. It burst the bank of Medway, the Belt and Little Tees. Where they met at Yalding Town the lifeboats came in threes. All along the valley how the muddy waters swirled, casting trees and boats aside as if to end the world, until they met a cottage not far from Tunbridge, where lived a pretty herbalist with the potions in the fridge. When first the waters threatened, she lit a scented spliff and took a tincture made of mint to calm her in a jiff. She blew upon her wind chimes and rolled her tantric mat. Alas, the muddy meadow way was having none of that. It poured in through the cat flap just like a fireman's jet. Despite her Afghan caftan clips, her inner self got wet. So she rubbed garlic on her wrists and as far as she was able, chanted yogic mantras whilst floating on the table. There came a whirring overhead and outside in the night a helicopter hovered in and a windshield yelled, "All right." Oh yes, she answered perfectly, except next time you're nearer organic herbal medicine store, could you bring some aloe vera? The winchman nodded sagely and whirred off in the void, naturally overcome by karma and sang Floyd. He swore that he'd return again without his day-glow hat on. That is in the meantime if she'd not been washed at Chatham. Breathing deeply inwardly and in a Buddhist pose, she ummed and ahed religiously, but still the waters rose. Despite a mobile phone call to a friend in charge of healing, Medway sucked her down to Strood along with half the ceiling. At dawn the winchman hovered in to offer her a lift, but all he saw above the tide were wind chimes and a spliff. Oh dear, he said, I'm too late. She's gone to her grim shearer, me with 100 weight of top-grade aloe vera. So come all you fair young herbalists, I'd have you get this right. If a winchman hovers in, don't and are all night. Don't ask a mystic merchandise, expect him to deliver, or your best chance of getting hitched will just go down the river.
Hello, Vera.
Is that coming through, Chris? It is. Thank you. I wasn't sure.
Shame.
Oh, it's harsh, isn't it? You can only do that because he's 6 feet away. You know, he knows I can't reach him. We're going to do a song now that is another true story. No, it is a real true story, this one. This one's genuine from Broadstairs, so it's not far away from here now. A Broadstairs Folk Festival, and you go and stay in a hotel, and in comes somebody to clean your room. And if you, like me, you get chatting to people because you like chatting to people and hearing their stories. So I got chatting to this girl who came in to clean the room. And it turned out that she had come a long way to clean that room because she had come from Liberia. She'd been on the wrong side of the Charles Taylor Revolution. She spoke a bit French, not much English. and she was telling me all about what had happened. And I was sort of asking various questions like you do, but it became obvious as things were going on that I was getting into touchy territory, because she was emotionally involved with the whole thing. And I was sort of trying to back off a little bit, and she told me the whole story. When she'd come back, when she came out of Liberia, she came out in a hurry, and her husband went back in and tried to get their money out, didn't succeed. In fact, they shot him. So she had come out, and she was working in England and wanted to become what she was training to be in Liberia, an accountant. Well, that was the start of the story, so I'll tell you the story. I began with questions as she moved around the room. She gave me many answers, like a blade drawn from the flame. When war came to her country, everything was changed. Danger in the homeland, many blades drawn from the flame, and none could trust their neighbor. If there was one to gain, jealous hearts were rising, many blades drawn from the flame. Under one last question, they go in the night. Nobody talked about them. Better to survive. So you catch a plane to somewhere. Change your living, change your name. What other choices are there for a blade drawn from the flame? And her eyes, when she remembers, they cry a bitter rain. Memories of her heartland, like a blade drawn from the flame. And I wish I'd not asked questions when the answers cut so deep, when the wounds are never healing. Questions ought to keep. So now she lives in England, says the law is why she came, tempered by her danger, like a blade drawn from the flame. Yes, I began with questions as she moved around the room. She gave me many answers, like a blade drawn from the flame. Many, many answers, like a blade drawn from the flame. And true stories sometimes have happy endings, because I haven't seen her for a long time now. This was back at least 10, 15 years ago. But she did manage to get her children over into England, and she herself was working as an accountant last time I saw her. Now Mr. Steve is going to lead us in another set of tunes when I've got my cap off and various sundry things like tuning up. Steve, tell them something while I'm tuning up.
Well, there's two tunes. The first one is called Smash the Windows, and the second one is called Morrison's, although I think it was a previous supermarket before then. That's a joke, by the way, because it's...
We're not recommending that you smash the windows in Morrison's.
What was it called before Morrison's? Safeways. Safeways. But it wasn't called that.
Just before we start this, we'd like to say, let's say a nice hello to everybody who used to come to the Punch and Judy on Tuesdays in Tunbridge. We've got a long history going there involving Octopi and Rolf Harris. Anybody that's tuning in from Tunbridge, hello there.
Are you ready?
More or less, yes. Go.
Oh, I nearly danced.
Oh, we're doing good.
Bit of mum dancing here.
Is your mum dancing like my dad dancing? Yeah.
Very much, I should imagine.
We can do something. We like to do some covers, and we often, like everybody else, we started off by doing covers, but then discovered it was better to take the record out. Thank you. Preserve for posterity. Yeah, this is a song, but everybody's a critic. That was the cat saying that. Right, yeah, we're Jim Croce.
Yes.
Jim Croce.
I didn't wake you, or what I gotta say can't wait. Know you'll understand. Every time the time was right, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Well, it's really kinda strange. Every time I'm near you, I run out of things to say. Know you'll understand. Every time the time was right, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Mr. Steve. Hope I didn't wake you, but what I gotta say can't wait. Know you'll understand. Every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song.
Can I just say I think that's the best version of that song I've ever heard.
Oh. Yeah, we were going. Oh, God, what's she got now? Oh, here we go. Look.
Oh, we're good.
What you can't see is that Morag has got lots and lots of supplies everywhere here. There's tomatoes, there's red kidney beans, and look, there are chickpeas. Let nobody say that the vultures do not have their finger on the pulse. We go, yeah, Romney Marsh then. The famous smuggler of Romney Marsh was a fictional character called Dr. Sin, who was by day the Vicar of Dimchurch. That's the one. The Vicar of Dimchurch, and by night the Scarecrow, who went around terrorising Romney Marsh and getting people to smuggle for him. So this is a song that dates back a long, long way. About 1977 this song comes from, and there are about 14 different recorded versions of it. And we've been asked to do this one again, so we never want to refuse requests.
Is this short, medium or long versions?
Yes, we do have a short, medium or long. By popular request we can shorten it after the third verse if you like. There are certain additions which go with it in Faversham, like for example when I mention sheep they start bleating, and there are various gunshots. It's nightmare with an audience, because if you do it with an audience there's a single shot but it sounds like the blooming Somme. They never get it quite coordinated anyway. So please do join in on this one. Where are you going to? Where is it that you have been? You cannot pass this way tonight. We're looking out for Dr. Sin.
footsteps stealing by. I hurried by without a glance, as wiser men will do, and then did meet a customs man who rapidly his pistol drew. Let's hear. Oh, where are you going to? Where is it that you have been? You cannot pass this way tonight. We're looking out for Dr. Sim. I did not lie, but told to him that nothing had I seen. And down the road he strode alone, by open dykes and rushes green. Near Dimchurch did I turn to watch sunset o'er the down. Beyond the sea wall waves did lap, oars cut water without sound. Where are you going to? Where is it that you have been? We'll not pass this way tonight. We're looking out for Dr. Sim. Add your own harmonies. The night was still and moonless, as down I lay to sleep. No sound was there but seagull cries and sudden silence among the sheep. Then slow the moon rose o'er the land, fresher blue sea wind. At once a single shot I heard, and the distant cries of desperate men. Where are you?
To stand on the ladder. Preferably do the wall break. No. and yeah, indeed, as is the way with these things, very often the song itself outlasts the occasion.
Was her name Anna?
Her name was indeed Anna. I can remember her very well, Anna. Anna Glipter. That was her. Oh my God. It's nice to have people that haven't heard it before. It's wonderful.
Well, they have, they've just been polite.
Song called Miles. Like a veil around the moon, and I have brought white heather and roses for your room. Come close your eyes, love, night is not so deep. Your every dream shall drift into the miles between our sleep, the miles between our sleep. And you and I are the diamond, our cutting all done. So let's turn our faces inward, reflecting one on one. Come close your eyes, love, night is not so deep. Your every dream shall drift into the miles between our sleep, the miles between our sleep.
seasons fair, we'd find some place to hide us and keep this moment there. Come close your eyes, love, night is not so deep. Your every dream shall drift into the miles between our sleep, the miles between our sleep. There we are. That was Miles, and we got, looking at the clock on the wall, it looks like we've got time for a set of tunes and probably a finishing song. I don't know, would that suit you, Morag?
I would like more, but it would suit me okay.
So let me just adjust the settings. And what have we got now, Steve?
Hey,
we
Mike.
got
Regs.
Regs are coming down. Hang on, let me get sorted out the
Bit.
last one.
Okay.
Regs are coming down and the tenpenny bit.
Couple of
And
jigs.
of course, we have to have the raffle as well,
Oh, right, okay.
which we will have after your last song. Okay.
Okay, we'll make them quick then.
So get your comments in quickly, and your name will go into the raffle. We've got lots already.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't know. Have we got time to do another one? Maybe you haven't. I don't know.
You have, if you're quick.
Oh, right. We'll be quick then.
If you don't
okay.
faff on beforehand, then you will have, yeah.
Song for everybody to join in, because all you do is repeat after me what I've just said.
After you, what you just said.
Like that, yeah.
Keep your hands off her. Keep big mitts down. Keep hands off her. Hands off. Big mitts down. Hands off, baby. You hear what I say? No come belong to you. Her name is Rosie. She's so cozy. Her name is Rosie. She's so cozy.
She's so cozy.
Name is Rosie. She's so cozy. Man, she's out of sight. Keep your hands off her.
Hands off her.
Big mitts down.
Keep it down.
Hands off her.
Hands off her. Keep your big tits down.
Hands up, baby, you hear us say, no come on to you, she's long and tall. Stand up straight,
Stand up straight.
long and tall.
Long.
Stand up straight,
Stand up straight.
long and tall. She stand up straight, man, she got what it takes. Keep your hands off her.
Hands off her.
Hands down,
Big mitts down.
hands off her.
Hands off her.
Hands down,
Big mitts down.